Dogecoin. Yeah, buddy, Sinister. Good morning. How we doing? I want to invite Party Finance, but he's co-hosting with someone else. If one of you guys can go into Party Finance's live stream, let him know that whoever he's co-hosting, I'll wait, and then if he wants, we can do a little discussion. But yeah, he's been going live for a while. Anyways, let's take a look at the stock market. Boom. We got a little pump today. Nice little pump. Oh, really? So he's got a good live? What were they talking about in his live? Well, hopefully he's not tired with whoever he's co-hosting and he'll join my live. All right, let's see what the suits at CNBC. He has someone he's co-hosting right now. I'm not sure. Maybe I can just invite a random person. That's good. 1 point, I don't understand. 1.82? I don't get that. What? What do you mean the wrestler? How about the wrestler? What are you talking about? I'm a little confused about that. Some people blowing up here. Can I explain everything about margin and what are my thoughts about SafeMoon? Okay, let's do SafeMoon first. It's one of the best Ponzi schemes ever. And the only reason I say that is my dentist put in $1,000 and now he has 10 grand and he put in more money. He's not selling. And then his dental assistant put in 3 grand and now he supposedly has 50 grand and he's putting in more money and he's not selling. So if you are my dentist or my dental assistant, you love SafeMoon and you're gonna just keep putting money into it because it's gonna go to the moon. Margin, you gotta really kind of learn on your own. I don't think anyone can teach you margin. You literally just go get a Robinhood or an Interactive Brokers, and you just test it out. You just learn how to use it. And the cool thing, you can't get a margin account unless you have 2,000. Oh man, DraftKings under $50, guys. I might have to buy some on the live stream. All right, I'm watching DraftKings. If it goes under $50, I think we got to buy it. Yeah, I think with margin, if you want to learn, you got to just go do it yourself. It's a minimum of $2,000. If you want to get the best possible deal, you'll use Interactive Brokers. But it's also pretty easy to use on Robinhood. But those are the two that I recommend: Interactive Brokers and Robinhood. You can do like Fidelity and some other ones, but then you have to pay a lot higher your interest rate. And the goal, if you really want to be successful financially, is to borrow under 3%. So get a home loan under 3%, get your stock loans under 3%. And if crypto, you can't borrow right now under 3% with crypto. It's like 6.5%, which is a joke. But yeah. Yeah, I took a crypto loan out and I already regret it. So it's like meh. Yeah, I got a 10,000. How do I get a stock loan? You got to go download Robinhood, put $2,000 in it, turn on Robinhood Gold, and then just learn. There's no way. I mean, maybe you can go on YouTube and watch a video, but at the end of the day, you're never going to be, in my opinion, you're never going to be a successful investor unless you go out and try stuff, right? And I'm not telling you to go, put 10 grand into something. Oh, I froze. That's weird. Sorry. Can you guys hear me? Is the volume okay? I just want to make sure the volume's good before I go on my little spiel. I just want to confirm you guys can hear me. You're doing good. Okay, cool. But yeah, if you really want to learn how to get margin loans, you you got to just put $2,000 into a stock account. Is your background live? No, it's a TikTok effect here. You guys want me to change it? Let me show you interactive brokers. I like talking about interactive. This is pretty cool. I believe. Can you elaborate on the N1? Where did you learn all these tax breaks? You go to USC. You learn tax breaks from. Yeah, I went to USC and I met a couple lawyers. And I have this lawyer who's an expert at taxes. He's a tax lawyer, and he took me down the rabbit hole. So if you can, I would Google in your area a good tax lawyer or a CPA and just hit them up and make sure because like there's a lot of people on TikTok talking about tax stuff. So just make sure when you do your taxes, you have a professional like sign off on it and you will be fine. What cryptos would I buy with $15,000 right now? All right, let's do this. What crypto? Let's do my favorite. How do I become a tax expert? You go to USC or some really prestigious school. Yeah, I don't know. I think if there's a time to make money on small coins, it's right now. Just realize that you could deal with a crash in the future. So if you're gonna buy a small coin, just get ready. Just get ready. Like be looking for the exit. And so the difference between Bitcoin, Bitcoin SV, and Bitcoin Cash, they're all hard forks. And the main thing that you need to understand is that there's only one real Bitcoin, which is BTC, and the rest of them are just trying to make Bitcoin better. And it's up to you if you want to invest. But when you're making good money in crypto, make sure you take some profits and you put it in the dollar, right? Because when there's a crypto crash, you're going to want the US dollar and you get paid 9% interest, right? And then if there's other cryptos you want me to pump, Polkadot, real project, you can get 8% interest. Check out Polkadot. Litecoin, that's a real crypto, 6.5% interest if you stake it. And just think about it. These cryptos that they're giving you interest, it's because there's demand. I don't have a bad experience with interactive brokers because you can't call them. I mean, you can call interactive brokers, but at the end of the day, if you use their online messaging platform, it's really easy to get help. So if you're like a boomer and you want to call, you have to wait on the phone very long. But if you know how to use their instant messaging system, it's not that bad. And let me see. Hey, Jack, do you want to go live by any chance? Because you do have over 4,000 followers. And we can talk more about interactive brokers and I can walk you through any other questions you have because interactive brokers is the best platform and you can borrow under 1%. There's nowhere else you can go where you can borrow for 1% interest. And literally, that's how you guys get rich. I mean, if anyone here can borrow $1 million and you pay less than 1% interest, if you have like half a brain, you will become very, very rich. I mean, the easiest thing you can do on Interactive Brokers is borrow $1 million and get 9% interest. But yeah, where do you go to put money in cash? I don't understand that question. Is this Coinbase? This is not Coinbase. Coinbase does not pay you interest. Let me go ahead and give you guys the referral. This is Voyager Digital. It's based in America. So here, let me give you guys the referral. So if you're not getting interest on your crypto, check out both of these sites, Voyager Digital, Blockify. Here's my referral code, CIN849, and then there's the referral code. Did I miss the $15,000 answer? What are you talking about? Hey, Charlotte, you also have 6,000 followers. So if you have any questions about crypto, I just followed you, Charlotte. Let me know. I love doing duets just because it's like easier to, talk and get to know people that are new to investing. Because the main thing I want to do with this live stream is just get as many like new beginners to come on here and just, hopefully like motivate other people to invest. Okay, so Jack, if you go live, we're friends now. So just go live and you can invite me. So you go to like post content on TikTok, you scroll, there's a live button, you turn it on. There's like a little infinity sign, you click on it and you invite me and we can do a duel. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, Jack, just the way you go live, it's like the way you post your videos, and there should be like a little button that says go live. You hit the cross button and then you go live. Boomer in your face. No. That's awesome. Congratulations. Hey, I appreciate you coming on the live stream, by the way. And you know what? You're the coolest boomer because you ordered those miners. I hope you get a refund, by the way, on those miners. Okay, here we go. We got Jack coming on the live stream.
Cena
Hello.
Dean, bro. I love the content.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so I was having some questions about interactive brokers because I noticed on the App Store they have some really bad reviews, but I like the margin rates, and I was gonna stick with Robinhood. Well, I currently most of my money's with Schwab, so margin just like isn't an option there because it's like 7%. But I have like
Yeah. You can
30K with
buy.
Robinhood.
Let me bring this. Let me bring this up right now. Have you signed up for Voyager Digital yet, or no? You using them for?
I use Coinbase Pro
But this one is way better because you don't pay. Well, Coinbase Pro, the fees are less, but this one you get interest on your crypto.
at
And here's the
Voyager.
other thing.
I was also gonna
Yeah.
move my money to BlockFi. So actually, like this bull run, I'm keeping my money where it is because I want to pay long-term capital tax gains on it. And then in the bear run, I plan on buying up. I mean, in the bear market, I plan on buying up a whole bunch of cryptocurrency, and then I'm gonna go and stake it on a whole bunch of different platforms. But currently, I'm just all right. Look, I messed up. I bought all my Bitcoin on Robinhood and my Ethereum on Robinhood, so I have to keep it on there to pay my
No,
long-term
that's
capital
fine.
tax gains. And then I plan
No,
on
no,
moving
keep it
out,
on.
and yeah, I plan on moving it out after the bull run. So I actually plan on selling early September, and then I'll wait for the bear market to buy up a whole bunch of cheap cryptocurrency and stake it on all these platforms. So I'm doing all my research on that stuff right now. But for stocks, I want to be able to move. I'm thinking about moving out of Charles Schwab and Interactive Brokers, but I've saw a whole lot of bad reviews and people saying that like their pricing isn't right and the people lost money on like their options and stuff because I sell like cash secured puts and covered calls on my positions, and so I want to make sure I'm getting the right fills on my
Yeah. So why don't you
contracts.
keep your Schwab account and then why don't you just open up another Interactive Brokers and start to test it out? Like you don't have like just do like maybe $2,000 or $1,000 on Interactive Brokers,
All right,
and
sounds
it's
like
a
a good
better
idea.
account maybe to go long. You know what I mean? And then also you can kind of like mess around with it. But
Okay,
also for Voyager, I would just go ahead and just do the $100. Just buy $100, you get $25 of free Bitcoin, and so learn how you can use it. Because here's the deal: did you buy Coinbase stock? You own Coinbase
no, I
stock or
didn't.
no?
No.
Oh, you haven't? So if you use Voyager and you have Charles Schwab, you can buy their stock. And once you use Voyager, I think once you realize like how much better of a deal Voyager is to Coinbase, but you're at least using Coinbase Pro,
Is Voyager
you're
allowed in
gonna
the
want to buy
U.S.?
some.
I heard like some
Yeah,
speculation it might not be. Okay, maybe it's
no, no,
like
you can
certain
buy stock.
states. So like for
Oh
me,
yeah,
I
New York.
wanted to use Binance, but Binance isn't allowed in Texas, and I think Voyager might be the same. I think
You should be
I'm not sure
allowed,
about Voyager.
and
I'll
you
look
still they
into
pay
it.
9%.
They pay 9% on the dollar. So you literally, if you want, just buy
Voyager does the
$100.
interest rates. I thought it was just BlockFi,
Nine.
but okay, so
No.
Voyager too, because you want to
Yeah.
keep your money
Yeah.
diversified, so it's in one
Yeah.
exchange
I,
hack
I
and you're
would
not
for sure
blown
sign up.
out.
I would sign up for both. Blockify, the interest rates are a little bit lower. So they pay you a little less, but you can get crypto loans. Voyager, they charge you money to move it off of the platform. It doesn't cost any money to send it on there. But it's like, for example, when I did XRP, and by the way, they don't pay interest on XRP, they charged me like 10 XRP to move it off.
Bro,
But if you're gonna leave
XRP
it
is
on,
so bad, so
yeah.
bad.
But it,
You
but
don't buy
anyways, if you
XRP,
leave
bro.
if you leave it on Voyager and you basically don't take it off Voyager or you take profits off Voyager, there's no fees. But like for example, if you move like a Bitcoin, I think there's like a fee to charge. Like there's like a little fee that they will charge on you. But usually if you're getting 6 or 6.5% on your Bitcoin and you leave it there for at least like a couple of months, whatever you make on interest will make up for the fees. But I would
Okay,
definitely try both. And
all
then
right, I
just
screenshotted it.
Because you have a Charles Schwab, I'm telling you, if you like Voyager, I'm very bullish on their stock. It's like their stock is really cheap, and I bought
Voyager,
all the
okay.
Coinbase.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
like the
I bought,
Coinbase IPO because I think Coinbase is incredibly overvalued a company. I don't get me wrong, I think $1 trillion company in the future, but right now, not $100 billion company, right? So
yeah,
I don't think
well, it's
it's. I
crap.
think yeah, the people who got in early, who were able to invest privately, they did very very well in their returns, and the stock is very highly valued right now. We wait for Bitcoin to come down, and then we can buy Coinbase stock for cheap. I'm talking $150 a share, and then just wait for it to become a really great company in the future.
Okay, but yeah, I think the way to go is just try Interactive Broker, see if you like it. But yeah, I mean, once you get over 100 grand, there's
Do they
no
have
fees. So
IRAs?
there are fees. So there are fees with Interactive Brokers if you do the pro version. So if you want to avoid the fees, you can do basically Interactive Brokers Lite, but it's 2.5% to borrow. But it's not like Robinhood where you have to pay the extra $5. You know how Robinhood makes you pay the $5
Yeah,
and it's
right.
2.5%. And then once again, once you get over 100 grand, there's no fees and you can borrow at 1% interest, which is crazy. So
Yeah, no,
really
that's
Interactive
really good.
Brokers,
So I need to
yeah,
get my net worth over 100 grand. I'm still like I'm
yeah.
18 years old and my net worth is like 80 grand right now, but I'm gonna work on getting it up. And then
For
I think I
18,
might just
bro,
have I might yeah, yeah.
18, wow, man, you're
I'm
way ahead of
19,
me.
19, 19. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
even for 19, man, that's really, really good, man.
Right.
And
And
that's like
I'm
the
actually
only,
on full ride to swim at college. So college is paid for. That's good. And
you're
I
like
just
me.
keep making money off investments. I don't currently make like too much money. I work like Uber Eats and stuff as a side
Dude,
hustle.
that's really
Yo,
cool,
what was your
man.
first
I was on a
job?
swim team.
Oh,
So I
you
was like an
swam,
ice
bro?
cream guy. Yeah, so
Oh,
I was a diver though. You hate divers? We go on like the diving
no,
board and like in the
I don't hate
jacuzzi.
divers.
We sit in the jacuzzi while you freeze your butt and have to swim laps.
Oh yeah, all right. I hate you
What
now.
college? What college do you swim
I
for?
swam for Auburn University last year, but I'm gonna swim for GCU next year,
Okay,
like
Auburn.
Grand
That's the
Canyon.
SEC school, right?
Yeah, SEC.
Okay, so you're a real athlete. So I
Oh
was
yeah,
I was on UCI. Yeah, you're real
whenever
Division One.
I've
We're fake
represented Team
Division One.
USA in junior worlds. I'm like junior world champion in a relay.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, you're going to be a very successful investor, and I'll just tell you this: the people that are really good athletes, for whatever reason, they're really good at business. I don't know
Yeah,
how
dude.
athletic they are.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, because you make a lot of good connections with like the whole team. Because think about it, you got like 60 people who you work with, and they make you all work with each other for that kind of stuff.
But I also
Like,
feel
and
like investing is a lot like sports, where it's like that consistency. And some people have natural talent, right? That's like being born rich is the natural
right.
talent. But then
Wait,
there's
so
that
did you
talent,
were you able to afford all these properties working at an ice cream place?
No, 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 no. I got my ice cream job when I was 16. So if you want to go
Oh
down that
yeah.
rabbit hole, I graduated. So one of my biggest advantages is I graduated college when I was 20. So I only went to college for 2.5 years. I only competed for my college team for 2 years. I redshirted 1 year. I competed for 2 years, and then I just graduated early. Now I had eligibility, and I was going to get my MBA at the same school, and then I decided to back out because I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna. Well, they got rid of the swim team. That was one of the issues. So like, I wasn't going to get a
At
scholarship.
USC?
No, no, UCI. So I went to
Oh,
UCI,
UCI. Okay.
and so it was like the best thing ever because I backed out. I started working at 20, and then I went back for my MBA at USC like 3 years later. And by then, like I had already made like a ton of money because I graduated. I went into commercial real estate. I got my broker's license. So I brokered a couple of like multi-million dollar deals, got out of real estate because, it was like 2009 when the market crashed. And I
Yeah.
got into healthcare. And that's where I made stupid money. It was healthcare back in the day. And then I was like lucky enough that, so I started a medical diagnostic company where we do toxicology and MRIs. And the guy that we bought our MRIs off of, he became my first real estate investor. And it's like weird that like basically I started this healthcare business, but at the same time, the guy that we were doing business with, we invested in real estate. And that was like 2010 and 11. So like it was just like really, really low prices. And so by the time I was like 25, I mean, I had a net worth of over $1 million, but it was really just being really at a right place at a right time, like, meeting a good partner to start this diagnostic company and then meeting this guy who owned the MRI company to buy MRIs. But I would tell anyone your age, because I was like, oh, if I like started all over again, I don't think I could do the things in healthcare or real estate because the opportunities are not there. And for
Right. Yeah.
me, if I was
Opportunities change.
yeah, and like for me, if I was going to redo it right now, I would actually go into, I mean, I don't know if you have any interest in this, but I think the people that do loans in real estate, they make retarded money. You never have to go to a property and you can get licenses to do loans everywhere. And
What
just
do you
like,
mean loan? Like who do like do I have to
when you
supply
refinance
money?
your loan. Yeah, yeah, people don't realize there's a lot of money in just refinancing homes because,
Wait, so I
every
would
like,
buy like a cheap home and then
and you go to
and
a
I would
loan
like
officer,
renovate
right?
it. Like the Burr strategy?
Yeah, but see, that's the thing is like you got to do all this work where you can just be a loan officer and you go to 10 of these guys that are, doing the financing and you just do the loans on their deals. So they get a loan to buy the property and then if someone comes to buy the property, you do their loan. You see that? Every time you
Wait, I'm
do someone's
confused. Where
loan, you
do
get
where do
one.
I get started? Like how would I start doing this?
You're being a mortgage broker. So if you're doing homes, you're doing mortgages, right? And if you want to
Mm.
make like really retarded money, because I have a friend that does this, he does commercial real estate loans. So he'll do like $10 million refinances in California where he makes 1%. So he'll make like 100 grand on a refinance. And a lot of these commercial deals, it's every 3 to 5 years that they'll refinance.
So
And so like
I
on
am I like cold calling telling people to refinance their commercial properties or what?
starts like that, but what happens is you get a relationship. So yes, in the beginning, it's a kind of it's a boiler room, right? Because you have to get your clients. But here's the deal: as a loan guy, you can do my loans in California as long as you get your license. Where are you located? Texas. You can do loans in
Texas.
Texas. You can do loans in New York. That's the crazy thing is you can just do everything from your laptop. You don't have to go to a crappy property. And at the end of the day, you don't have to really ask that much for business because there's so many more people that need to do loans and there's a million agents. There's so many agents, there's so many investors, but there's not that many people in the loan game. So if I was going to give advice to anyone, just look at real estate loans because it's getting easier and easier and easier. You just send people DocuSign stuff and you make money. It's going to become automated soon, but whoever has that license, they literally can print money and the ability to basically do business in 50 states. That's really cool. And then with, like with TikTok and stuff, I'm sure it's like really, really easy to get like, clientele. And you can go to all these like TikTok people that are like, buy real estate and be like, hey, if you need to get a loan, hit up your boy.
Yeah, it's nice. So where do I get the money for these loans? Do I find like private money?
You get a license. Just how you would go get your real estate exam and you get your real estate license, you get a loan license. And the way to learn is you
Loan
should go work for
license.
someone else. Yeah. So just go to Texas right now, whatever city you're in, put in
Hmm.
mortgage broker, and there's gonna be a list of mortgage brokers. You could call any of them, and you can either ask for a job or an internship. But if you want to make stupid money, you want to get into commercial loans. If you can skip the home loans, because like a home in Texas is what 200 grand, right? 200, 300
Hmm.
grand
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
home. How much
Yeah,
is like a
200,
shopping
300.
center? Like how
A
much is
shopping
how
center?
much is like a yeah, how much is like a 30 unit apartment building? Then it's like
Oh,
way
probably
more
like
money, right?
5 million or something.
Exactly. And then imagine getting 1% on that 5 million, and that's just one deal.
Right. Well, okay, this is a good start because that was one of my biggest concerns. Is like I have like no real income right now. I'm just making money off investments. I'm like, well, okay, I'm not a trader, right? I'm an investor, so I can't just make money like trading and that pay for like my expenses. And that's like I mean, what are the odds I get my net worth to high enough to where I'm able to pay for my expenses by the time I graduate college? Is probably not going to happen. So I'm going to have to get a job, unfortunately, and I'm going to make money. So this is a good way to to make money to pay for expenses while being able to invest more and then hit my goal net worth probably like $4 million and that'll pay for everything or I just have enough properties to pay for daily expenses and stuff.
Okay. But the main thing I'm going to tell you right now is like we didn't have this, back in the day, I didn't have TikTok and I didn't really have YouTube. And the way I
Right.
actually got into investing in crypto was YouTube in 2017. So if you're using this at a young age, and that's actually why I want to do these TikToks and just let you guys know, man, if you give yourself 10 years, like I can already tell, man, you're most likely going to be a millionaire. I mean, maybe
Yeah,
in
I'm gonna be
5 years.
honest. You're like probably one of my favorite TikTokers out there. I'm always watching your videos, and I like,
But I'm not
you're like one
serious
of the
most of
only
the time.
people. You're like one of the
But I'm
only
not
people that
serious.
talks
I
about
joke a
taking
lot.
loans on your like crypto and loans on your stocks. I'm like, I've never heard, and you can depreciate the interest. I was like, oh my goodness, this is like the only person talking about this. I said, man, this guy's legit, and I love watching the videos. All your tax code. You told me to talk to or listen to like talks with Tom. I remember it was like someone I need to listen
Meet
to on
Kevin. Meet Kevin, right?
Meet Kevin,
Meet
Meet
Kevin on
Kevin. Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah. Sorry, I was
You know
way
he's
off.
running for governor? He's running for governor of California.
In
So
California.
I'm
Well,
trying
I
to get,
can't vote for
yeah,
that. I'm in Texas, but
no, I know, I know.
that's
I just
interesting
wanted
because
to bring awareness.
hopefully he can you do some good work in California. There's a lot of work to be
Yeah,
done to
man,
say the least.
our governor sucks. Newsom is a terrible governor and he's really
Oh yeah,
corrupt, but most politicians are corrupt.
right.
So,
No, 100%. We need term limits, bro, for
but
sure.
we just need non-politicians. That's why I really like the idea of just getting famous people. But this guy, Kevin, he's
That's
he's
why I
like
like
worth
Donald
$20
Trump,
million.
not a
Yeah.
politician.
Exactly, exactly. So
Right.
Kevin is a lot like Donald Trump. He's just, not as controversial. He's more
Yep.
PC. He's like the
Right.
PC
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
And he knows how to make money. So I mean, well, Donald Trump did too,
Do
but
you
they know
watch
how to
Meet
make money, and
Kevin
that's
on
that's
YouTube?
really really good.
You've seen
No, I
Meet Kevin
haven't
on YouTube?
yet.
Okay,
No,
okay.
but I will. Yeah, for sure. So I'm gonna look into loan licensings, mortgage brokers, meet Kevin on YouTube, learn the tax code. Is there any tax classes? Do you ever take any of those?
So what I did is wherever you go to school, if there's a law school, you want to get friends with the lawyers that want to become tax attorneys. And then if you can't
Well,
do
I would
that,
like to
if
learn
you're
it
in the
all myself. I don't want to like have half-sided information and then get killed by the IRS. I want to learn it all. Like
but the
just give
problem
it to
is,
me all, the whole tax code.
so you can look up a lot of it on the internet, but here's the deal. They changed the tax code a lot. Like I've been now in business or I've been doing taxes for like 12 years and they change it all the time. And here's the thing too. It's kind of like when you go to a doctor, do you just go to the doctor and he's like, you need surgery, you just get the surgery, or do you want a second opinion? And so for me, I always get the best advice by asking multiple tax professionals and it's always changing. And then once again, you always have the internet too. So what I can tell you is like any young person in school, like high school, go ahead, be mean to like the kids. But when you get to college, and especially if you get into like an advanced degree, dude, be nice to everyone and network because a couple of these people will have like really good connections, whether it's taxes or business or whatever. And your network is really important. So if
Oh,
you can
for
get some
sure.
smart people, if you get some smart people in your network, I mean, if you have a bunch of millionaires in your network, they're going to pull you up. You're going to be a millionaire. But if you have a bunch of people that are like, you know, taking their credit cards and like, buying
Oh
tables
yeah,
and,
all my
like,
friends. Yeah, like all my friends, they're just like, yeah, let's go to Top Golf, let's go drinking at the bars, and or let's just do this. I'm like, man, I'm trying to save and invest my money. It's just me at home now. Nothing else going on. It's unfortunate, but I'm waiting to find that group of people that everyone's a millionaire and everyone wants to become multimillionaires.
yeah, yeah. But the main thing too is I feel like there's a lot of gurus out there that like try to sell you advice. And what's funny, it's
Oh
like,
no.
why are there so many day traders on TikTok selling it? It's like you don't make money day
Right.
trading, right? And so for you and anyone that's new, I wouldn't just trust one person, right? Like I would try to get opinions from maybe 10 or 15, 20
Oh, for
people.
sure.
And
Yeah.
what's cool
Of
is give it
course.
time. Like half of them will probably be garbage. 25% of them might be like 50% right, 50% wrong. And then maybe 20, 25% are legit. And as you get older, just keep that network of people that they're legit and their advice is legit too. But you're not going to know unless you just kind
Mhm.
of like, you go out there and experiment.
Yeah, I got some advice for you. Do you know like what like option contracts are on stocks?
So
Like
I don't
I
do
know you
any
said you like
options.
don't deal with the options, but have you ever
Yeah.
thought
And
about selling options?
so yeah, I do with
Like
Interactive
you can
Brokers.
sell
So
option contracts.
yeah, yeah. So Interactive
Okay.
Brokers does something called the stock yield program. Let me see if I have it on my phone. Um, but anyways, it's really dope. But basically, what you do is you leave your shares idle, and they lend it to other people. And I think what they charge is 9%, like around 9%. and so they give you half of the interest,
Oh
which is
wow.
4.5%. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So let's just say you have 100 grand, and it's not going to be lent all the time, but if they're borrowing most of your 100 grand of stocks, you'll get basically 4.5% on their stock lending platform, and you don't do
Well,
anything. You just
there's this way you can like create passive income on your stocks in the stock market. So let's say you had like 100 shares of Apple. That's around 130,000. I mean, no, $13,000, and you could sell like a covered call. You could sell the 133 call for like $400 right now. And if by next Friday Apple is below 133, you collect the 400. You always collect the $400 premium, but you don't start losing money until Apple's above 137. Well, I don't think Apple's going to go above 137, so that's free $400 premium. You do that, you have 1,000 shares of Apple, and now you're looking at what is that? $4,000 a week. That's some good money.
yeah. But at the end of the day, I think you should try as much as you can when you're young, right? And then as you get older, you can
Right.
figure out what investing strategy works for you. But for me, I guess I'll show you too.
Yeah, I
This
love
the
the
biggest
cash
thing.
secure puts and covered calls method because it like creates passive income on all the stocks you already own.
But see, for me, what I want is I want the buying power, right? And if I do options, or if I do, I mean, the options you can do the long calls or whatever. But for me, I just want to accumulate as much high quality stocks
No, I
because
don't
then I
buy
have the buying
options. I
power.
don't buy options.
Okay,
I don't buy options. I sell them.
you sell
So I'm
calls. You just
essentially like the casino of the stock market. Because I mean, we know majority of option contracts expire worthless. So you can sell these option contracts. You give someone the right to buy your shares, and if and they pay you a whole bunch of money for these option contracts, and then they expire worthless, and you keep the premium.
Yeah, no,
If
that's
not,
really
then
smart.
uh,
That's really, really smart.
it's seriously
I think,
so free money.
yeah. So I
Yeah,
don't do that, but that's actually really, really smart. What I do is I let interactive brokers do it, and I probably don't make as much money because what you're doing is obviously more profitable.
but it's so passive. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't have to worry about it. But to be honest, maybe if once you get on interactive broker, well, actually you use Charles Schwab, so maybe I should try it on Charles Schwab sometime. I should mess around and try
Yeah,
that. I
for
haven't
sure.
done it. So
You can do it on
it's good that
Robinhood.
you're.
If you get level, I think it's called a level 3 options trading, and you could sell. It's called cash secured puts and cover calls. You can look up like a quick YouTube video on it. It explains exactly how to do it. There's a guy on TikTok who does really good explaining it, and his ad is call to leap. So if you look up call to leap, and he does a really good job explaining like what a covered call is and what a cash secured put is, and he goes live like every night too, and he explains
Okay,
like how
good
he
for
does it
you,
on Apple.
man.
He's like how I make $400 weekly on Apple, stuff like that.
Well, hey,
So
you're
I
19
just
and
want to give you some
you
free
have
alpha because
something
you're giving
new.
me alpha. I want to give you alpha.
No, no, that's great. You're 19 and I'm learning from you,
Right,
man. And that's the thing with investing is my mindset is just to always be a beginner, always learn new things, try it
for
out, you
sure.
know? And I don't
Yeah.
think necessarily one way or the other is wrong. Just be careful on, crypto scams. That's the only one where it's like be
Oh,
very
dude,
careful.
I'm so susceptible. I'm so. It doesn't. They're so dumb. Like it's not even. I keep my crypto. I want my crypto. I mean, I'm not giving you my crypto, and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
buying your course either.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
so many people
there's
selling classes
YouTube video to teach you anything you want to know. Anything.
for free, for
I
free.
know.
Better than my MBA, man. I have an MBA from USC and I've learned more from YouTube and TikTok than my
That's one of the
MBA at
worst courses you could
USC.
ever take. It's a college degree.
That's so
Yep.
true, man. But someone asked me a question. Do you have to be a real estate licensee for 3 years in order to be a broker? And for me, in California back in 2008, you just needed a college degree and you could immediately get the broker license. They changed it now that you can't get it right away. But remember, to do loans, you don't need the broker license. You basically have to work for a mortgage broker, and then they send you to get like certain types of credentialing. But the best thing you can do if you want to get into doing the loans is you just call up mortgage brokers in your area. And if you have the ability to do commercial real estate, you're going to make a lot more money than doing home loans.
Yeah. Either or.
Have you heard of
You just take up what you can.
Have you heard of Real Vision Finance? That's another really good YouTube channel. I don't know if anyone else has watched Real Vision
I feel
Finance.
like I've heard of them and maybe watched a video or two.
Yeah, that's another really good YouTube. I like Meet Kevin, Real Vision Finance. Those are two really, really good ones.
I'm gonna write it down.
Yeah, yeah, go for it. And so let me ask you this because you've been able to like save up a large sum of money. How
Yeah.
did you do it at such a young age? Like you should have a
So I
TikTok, man. On
actually inherited when I was 12 years old. I inherited $10,000, and as a 12-year-old, I just put it in the S&P 500. That's what my parents told me to do, obviously. And then it grew to like 28,000, and then I was able to invest in other things. I got a job as a lifeguard, made a few bucks there, and I actually invested my lifeguard money. I made like $3,000 as a lifeguard, and I didn't spend any of it. And I just put it in Ethereum, and now it's like 35 grand. So that's awesome.
wow, good
So
for you, man.
I've just been holding Ethereum. I'm about to pay long-term capital tax gains on my Ethereum, and then I'll have the money in the Robinhood. So I'll probably pull out a margin loan and then sell cash secure puts and cover calls on Apple. That's probably how I'm going to make money there. And then I'll probably move some of my money in my Schwab to Interactive Brokers and test out and see how good it is there.
Well, that's great, man. I really, really hope that like other people get the curiosity for you. Like, the fact that you were like curious enough to try all these platforms and
Yeah,
like I
I
said,
mean, you
try
got to
out.
dabble out there, and I was always afraid of margin because everyone's like, "Oh, margin's bad, margin's bad." Like, this guy right here, he taught me everything I need to know about margin. You got to take it. Under 2%, that's so free. Free money. The market turns 10% a year. You literally will not lose in the long run taking out margin.
Look at Bitcoin Cash. I gave someone, so one of my old real estate investors, I gave him one Bitcoin Cash just because, like, I'm like, hey, okay, you're cool. And when I
Yeah.
gave it to him like a month or two ago, it was like $400, and now it's like over 10, or it's over 1,000
Oh, dude,
bucks. And he's
I
like,
don't like those cryptos. Like I see you always shilling Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin. I don't see they have any real world application yet. Like, or I
it's
just
just a
don't think
way
they
to
have any real world
transfer.
application.
So the only application they have is you can transfer value with way lower fees because when you send Ethereum or Bitcoin across wallets,
And that's
I
just
don't.
because
You
it
haven't
has a
done that.
smaller market cap.
Well, no, there's fees. So, like for example, if I send you, let's just say I send you $1,000 of Bitcoin, there's about anywhere from $20 to $60 of Bitcoin I have to pay in fees, right? But if I
Right.
convert it into Litecoin, and then the reason it's more popular because it used to on Coinbase, you still had to pay a fee, right? You have to pay 25% to convert it to this currency, and then you have to send it or whatever. Now these exchanges where there's no fees, you can literally take your Bitcoin, convert it to Litecoin or Bitcoin Cash, you send it to someone, and then they can convert it back into Bitcoin with no fees. And so instead of having to pay
And
twenty
I don't
dollars or
think the
$40,
technology is better with Bitcoin Cash or
no,
Litecoin. I don't think the technology is
no,
better. I
it's just
think just because there's less trading volume,
yeah,
that's probably why it's
exactly,
cheaper. So I don't think there's any
yeah,
like I don't think they're investments. I think they're ways to move money.
exactly. That's
Right.
it.
So,
Like
and that I
XRP,
think the same thing
it's
about
basically
XRP. It's
XRP.
not an investment.
Yeah,
It's a way to move money. And
exactly.
XRP to $100, no, that's not going to happen. I mean, yeah, okay, it could, but let's be real. It's Bitcoin has value until it gets flipped by Ethereum. Then Ethereum's taken over because Ethereum. I don't know if you heard, but they're going to start burning 1 to 4% of the supply every single year, and when they move to proof of stake, like when the Ethereum 2.0 comes out, and so that's going to be the first ever deflationary currency. Like
Okay.
it's going to be insane because they're going to be burning 1 to 4% of the supply every year. So as the price of Ethereum appreciates, the supply is also going to go down. So you got your Ethereum, man. You hodl long term. That's going to be so valuable.
Yeah, and I have it on Blockify, so they pay me like 4.5%. But to be
Yep.
honest, I wish I moved it to Voyager. I'm too lazy because there's a lot more security on Blockify. Voyager pays you 5.25 on your Ethereum right now. So take
Yeah, but
advantage if
I'm
you.
glad to hear that you said there's a lot of security on BlockFi because I mean that's important to me
Yeah,
whenever I'm storing
yeah.
my crypto on
So
these exchanges.
whenever I want to move anything on Blockify, I have to like send them a picture of my driver's license and do a selfie. And that's why I have more of my money, both because I have a corporation, like an LLC that invests in real estate. And believe it
Hmm.
or not, my LLC that invests in real estate owns stocks and crypto now. And
Yeah,
that was
I
one
was
reason I
curious
was
about
trying
the
to,
using an LLC to invest. You said you can deduct
yeah,
more in losses.
yeah,
I
you
mean, is
can
that
move.
something I want to look into now?
So here's the thing you could do because you have like a lifestyle. So like you buy a computer to invest, right? Like you have like you have rent you have to pay, right? You have a bunch of expenses, right? And so
Right.
you can start an LLC that does investing in crypto and real estate, and then you get all these deductions when you travel. Once again, you want to talk to a CPA to set it all up.
So
But then
when I
like
want to start an LLC, do I do that like during tax season, or do I want to like how do I make
start it
my
January 1st.
brokerage an LLC brokerage? Like, do I is there any like
You
special
open a new
format to
account.
fill out?
You get a new tax ID because you know how when you open up a brokerage, it's your social security number. When you
Right.
open up your own corporation, When you have your own corporation, you get your own tax ID that's related to the corporation. And so you use that
Okay.
tax ID to open it. But here's the thing, if you go down this rabbit hole, for example, once you have that tax ID, if you have the business open, like you can get government loans. Like the SBA will lend you money, like
At like
yeah.
1%? Oh man.
No, it was free. They gave me, so I did four
This is free
SBA
money,
loans.
bro.
Yeah, I did four SBA loans of $25,000. Like one was my sole proprietorship and three were my LLCs. They gave me $100,000 and they gave it to me in May of 2020. Remember the crash last year? I got 100 grand May of 2020,
Oh
and I'm going to
man.
start making for each $25,000 loan. The monthly payment is $100. I start my payments in July of this year. So they literally gave me 100 grand where I didn't have to make any payments for a year. What do you
Oh
think I did with
man.
that money?
And you got to
Yeah,
invest it. Oh
yeah.
wow. That dude,
Thank
that's
you,
so
Uncle
free. So why
Sam.
didn't you take out more, bro? Like, I
So
mean,
if you go over
what
25
collateral did you
grand,
need? What
that's the
collateral?
thing. So if it's under 25 grand, there's no collateral. If it's over 25 grand, they're going to want collateral, and then you have to provide like, income statements. You have to give a lot more paperwork, and I didn't want to
Right,
deal
but
with
I could
it.
take out like 25 grand right now, probably. I mean, I'm not saying I'm
So
going to
they
do this,
want you to
but
have the business before COVID, but I would go do some research because you might be able to still get the loan because other people tried it and they were denied. But if you
well, I'm
do the
probably not going to make
research,
an LLC right now, but I'm saying like whenever I start
you can
investing
do a
like
sole
as a
proprietor.
full-time job, I like whenever I'm retired and I'm like in like 5 years and I do investing as a job, I want to be able to take out like I want to get as much leverage as I can,
Yeah,
right? And so like
yeah.
having the SBA loans, any money, any free money I can get to invest, it's going to be useful.
Yeah, yeah. And so someone's saying you can't use that capital for investment. Like, good luck, man. There's so many people that took these loans out that you're not supposed to use for investment. And most
Oh, for
business
real?
owners,
Because
they
I
didn't
don't want
pay
to like break
workers.
the rules.
But here's the thing that sucks is that most of these people that took out the PPP loans, some of them went and bought Lamborghinis. That's the problem with the government is that like they create these
Dude,
things
that PP
and then
PP
basically,
loan is like a big scam. Like it's supposed to pay your employees, like, and people are just using it.
yeah,
Like,
no. And that's the thing that's unfair is that government creates these rules and then the cheaters, the people that cheat benefit and the people that follow the rules get screwed. And that's the problem with government is that like they try to help people, but then they create rules and loopholes and then only the people that only benefit are the people that want to be shady and like tread the, you know what I mean? So in a way, like they don't really help the normal people. They just help the people that know how to game the system. And I don't know.
right?
I'm not a big fan of that. But definitely if you really like investing and trading and stuff like that, I would highly recommend into looking into having your own corporation, especially as you have more money that you're investing
Yeah,
like
I'll
more and
probably
more
do my
money.
own corporation at Interactive Brokers, and then
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah,
able to
and
take
then
out the margin there.
what's cool is like I said, you'll have your own business account because like if you've never had your own business, you'll see once you have a business, whether it's an investing business, a farming business, whatever you do is your first
Right.
like side hustle business. There's just a lot of benefits, like when you go shopping and you buy equipment, if or you drive your car, there's just a lot of things where you talk to a tax guy, you set it all up. Now, like half of your rent, half of your daily expenses can be considered business expenses that you can take deductions on. But what I would do is network, talk to some people in the area that have a small business and have like like CPAs, and just talk to them and set it up. And then especially as you make more income, because like let's just say you now have a job that pays you like 100 grand, 200 grand. If you have that side business that has deductible income, that really does help because then it offsets your taxes from your job.
Right. Yeah. You can always just keep deducting stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And then what sucks is like once again, the government passes a bunch of benefits to business owners, not the working people. I mean, this is one thing that hasn't changed in like the 10, 12 years that I've been doing taxes is a lot of the deductions and a lot of like the tax benefits, it goes to business owners. They don't help the workers. They make the workers always pay, like this is the tax you pay, there's nothing you can do about it. College loans, not tax deductible. Credit card debt, not tax deductible, but your stock debt and your real estate debt, tax deductible. And a lot of people don't realize that credit cards are the biggest scam ever. And if you
Oh, for
actually
sure.
instead just put in like, if you can afford $2,000 or $3,000 in Robinhood, that can be your credit card. You can borrow on your stocks, and guess what? It's tax deductible, and they don't loan shark you
Yeah,
30% like a credit card.
don't be shilling new people to do that. You're gonna confuse the crap out of them. But yes, I agree. Credit cards are a scam, and I mean,
Robinhood
if you
has
have a
never
credit card,
charged
you
you a
got to.
fee. Like a bank, you
It,
know how a bank account will charge you like a wiring fee? You know how banks always have all these fees to steal from you?
right. Uh-huh.
Robinhood doesn't charge you any fees. In fact,
Well,
you make
you
money
have to
on
pay
Robinhood.
you have to pay the margin fee if you want to borrow on your stocks, and then someone will go out there and buy like a 500
That's
thing
deductible.
and $500 thing, and the next thing you know, they're getting margin called on their $2,000 stock portfolio. Like I mean, and they only spent like $500, and now their stocks are going down, and they just blow their whole account. So it's
But if
kind of,
that
you got to
happens,
be
okay,
careful giving out advice like that.
no. But to be honest, if you're that idiot that does it, you at least learn. To be honest, do you want to give
Fair
$120,000 to
enough.
USD and learn nothing? I mean, I gave $120,000 to get my MBA,
Right.
and they taught zero personal finance. So if you're really that stupid to take on that kind of risk on a $2,000 account, good for you. You learned that taking a lot of risk is bad. But most people who are going to do this, they're conservative. If they have a $2,000 account, they might take $100 margin loan or a $200 margin loan, right? And then they know how it works. And then guess what? The rest of their life, they realize, hey, instead of putting my money in a bank account that gives me zero, instead of buying stuff I don't need, because a lot of us, they're like they brainwash you to be a consumer. So as soon as you
Mhm.
get money, you spend it. If you change your mind and become an investor and start accumulating assets, I'm telling you, as soon as you change your mind of like, hey, I'm not going to put money in a bank account and then spend all my money. I'm going to take my money, I'm going to invest it, make it grow, and learn how to borrow and make it even grow more. That's how you become wealthy, man. And
Oh, for
school
sure,
unfortunately
yeah.
doesn't teach you
I
that.
just don't think
School
like
doesn't
I
teach you
think the
that.
first step is getting people to start investing. I don't think the first step is saying open up a brokerage account and then immediately get on margin. Like take like 6 months to a year, learn how to invest so you're not sitting there trading options and you blow your entire account on margin because that would be horrible,
But
right? You
remember,
want to
I've
get
always
there,
told people no margins. So when I'm telling people go get your margin account, sorry, I don't say trade options. I just say go buy like high quality
right?
stocks.
But when
You're
people
not going
look
to get a
up like
margin
how to
call.
trade stocks on YouTube, the first thing is like how I made $1 million trading options, and then people are like, okay, what are options? And then they go lose all their money, right? That's step one. So the first step
Yeah,
is buy companies, Apple, Amazon, Google, Netflix,
there you go.
right?
So let's
And
say you get
then
$2,000. Like right now, if you have
yes,
two
for sure,
thousand
right.
dollars, let's just pick four stocks. What would be the four stocks you put your $2,000 on?
What are you
Four
talking to
stocks
me?
right now. Yeah,
Four
four. You
stocks
have
right
two
now.
thousand
I'm
dollars,
going
$100 each.
Apple. I'm going Apple, Amazon. Let's see. I'm gonna go. Help me out here. I don't know.
Apple, Amazon. You said Google, so that's another good one. You said
Yeah,
Google.
Google and Facebook.
Okay, there you go. So those three. I
I
don't
mean,
like
that's
Facebook.
that's a
Let's just
tech that's a tech heavy portfolio. I mean, maybe I'd get
no.
like
That's
five
still
hundred
good.
dollars
No,
in the
no,
S
no,
and
no,
P
no, bro.
500 too.
It's a good. No, no, no. That's still fine. If
Right,
let's
but
just
if
say
we
you did
see
those
a
four.
rotation out of the tech sector, you could see like remember we saw the rotation out of the tech sector a
Okay,
few
what
months
are you going
ago.
to
If
lose? 10%. You might lose 10%, and then it's going to go back up. It doesn't matter. It's big
right,
tech. It's a
right.
monopoly. It's a
Oh, for
Death
sure.
Star,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh,
They
100%.
can't
But
blow
any
up.
stock in the Dow Jones, how about that? We'll just stick to the Dow 30, top 30 stocks in the company. We know monopolies are going to keep getting bigger. That's where you need to invest. You don't invest in the S&P 500, you invest in the Dow. So any company in the Dow, you like McDonald's, McDonald's is a good company to invest in. Walmart's not going anywhere. Walmart's going to keep
Yeah.
making billions and billions of dollars.
But anyway, so let's do this hypothetical thing. You pick those four stocks, right? So you put 500 in Apple, Amazon, Google, and Facebook, right? So now you have $2,000 of stock, and now you let's just say you're a crazy one, and you take the full $1,000 loan, and now you're going to pick two other companies. Let's just say you buy McDonald's and you buy I don't know Boeing, right? So you have six stocks. You only use $2,000, but now you control $3,000 of stock.
Oh
Is that
yeah.
really risky? You're borrowing at
No.
2%, and now your upside. Think about
Is
it.
a
You're
thousand
investing
dollars the
three
most you can
thousand
take on
dollars,
a $2,000 account? I
huh?
thought you could take up to 2,000. Is $1,000
No,
the most you can take?
no, that's what I'm saying. People don't realize that it's really hard to get a margin call when you're buying stocks. You only get a
Yeah.
margin call with options, but if you're buying
Right.
stocks, it's really really hard. They have a lot of ways to and that's the thing. If you actually go down this rabbit hole, I really hope everyone tries this. Okay, go get
Oh,
a
for
two
sure.
thousand dollar margin account. Buy four big tech, and then take your $1,000 and buy two, industrials, like how we just mentioned it. And now you control $3,000 of stock with $2,000, right? And let's just say you do get like a double X. Well, now instead of making $4,000, you make $6,000, and you only have to pay like 2% interest, which is like $20. You pay $20 to make another 2 grand. And then by the way, you
Hell
won't
yeah.
go into credit card debt in the future. Because guess what? If you make money off of that and it becomes $8,000, you're going to put more money in, right? And then all of a sudden your
Right.
stock portfolio will be $10,000 or $12,000. And then, oh, all of a sudden something bad happened. You lose your job, or for me, my house caught on fire, right? Now,
Right.
instead of going to your credit card, you're like, wait a minute, I have these stocks. You can borrow on your stocks instead of going into credit card debt. You know what I mean? Like it literally will prepare you in the future when bad things happen. If you have a $50,000 or $60,000 stock portfolio, it's better than relying on credit cards or putting it all like cash in a bank account and then getting charged random
100%.
fees.
Yeah, dude, I don't even do the credit card stuff. I have a credit card to pay it off. I treat it literally just like a debit card. I don't even understand how people go into credit card debt spending money they don't have. Like that just does not make sense to me. And it's
It's
like
common, man.
17% interest rate, man. That's insane. Like you can't
Yeah.
even beat that. Like what? That's free money. Be a bank.
And
How
no
about that?
tax deduction. No tax deduction on your credit card debt. No tax deduction on your student loans. No tax deduction on your car loans. I know a lot of people
Yeah,
like to get
big
car
L.
loans too. That's like another thing. But like once you realize, hey, instead of like buying a car and getting a massive car debt, instead I can buy like a cheap car, like a like a
I drive a
beater.
Toyota
And then
Prius.
exactly, I'm gonna get a Prius
Four thousand
instead,
dollar
and I'm gonna
Toyota
take
Prius. You can't beat that,
exactly,
man.
exactly. Exactly. And this is how this person, I got to point this way. This is how you become a millionaire. If you guys follow this guy, I bet you anything by the time he's 30, he's easily a millionaire because
Oh, for
he's already
sure.
got this
Yeah.
mindset, right? Like, and that's the mindset that like I want to promote on TikTok is that like, yo, anyone here can be a millionaire, right? I think anyone here can get to 100 grand in 10 years.
You almost need to
You
be a
start
millionaire because $1 million only on a 4% drawdown on an account. I mean, that's only 40K a year, and with the rate inflation's going, you're going to need $4 million to retire.
yeah.
So I think
But
everyone's going to be a millionaire. It'll be unfortunate if you're not because you're going to get screwed.
yeah, but the goal of this channel is anyone here, if you've never invested, start today. I think anyone who starts investing today, you can easily get to 100 grand in 10 years. And then if you really, really hustle, I think anyone can get to $1 million in 20 to 30 years, but maybe sooner. And for you,
Right.
you have like less, since you already got to your 80 grand, you will be a millionaire in 10 years. I have no
Yeah.
doubt.
Oh,
I
for
can put
sure.
it this
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. 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 $10 Apple right now. $10. That's all you
All
got
right,
to do.
so you guys
Just get
follow
started
him.
investing.
Follow him. We're gonna put pressure on you. We're gonna keep asking you, yo, bro, are you a
All right,
millionaire
I'm
yet?
gonna start posting some more videos. I only post like once every 2 weeks. I'm gonna start posting some more, and I'm gonna get some good content out there.
And maybe do the thing because like I'm too lazy, but maybe show people how margin works on Interactive Brokers because maybe you do the
Well,
two
I'm not
thousand
gonna make
dollars
my
experiment.
account yet. I'm waiting. I'm
Okay,
like really invested in this crypto bull run right now. I'm kind of highly like into it. Like most of my money's in the crypto right now, and I know what
be
I'm gonna pull
careful
out and
though.
stuff.
If there's
I
one
know, I know.
advice is diversify, and so I know you're making stupid money. Just take a
Right.
little bit of profit and start putting it into high quality stocks. Because are you like
Yeah, for
90%
sure.
crypto, 10% stocks?
Oh,
What's
I'm
your
probably like
diversification?
65% crypto. So, but I can take that risk at my age.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then what's your stock holdings? What's your
My
35%
stock,
stock?
I got like a
What's
share
like
of
your biggest stock?
Amazon. I got
Good for you.
10 shares of Apple.
Good for you.
Um, I plan on buying 100 shares of Apple, and I'm gonna start doing some covered calls there. I got like 10 shares of the S&P 500.
Good for you.
That's
What
about it right
ETF?
now.
What
What
ETF
do
do
you?
you use for that? Yeah,
Just
what ETF?
SPY, SPY.
Okay, you look at the expense ratio and the performance of SPY versus, you're gonna thank me for this, VOO.
Yeah,
VOO
I've
without.
heard some good things about VO. I mean, I don't know.
Okay, so the
It's like
SPY
three
over
thousand
5 years.
dollars. So
No, I don't know.
what?
But just so
I
you know, in the
think
future,
like in comparison to VOO, I went and checked the charts, and it's like literally like 100th of a % difference. It's like exactly the same thing.
in a 5 year on Robinhood, you can check the difference between SPY and VOO, and the difference is like one is like 220%, and the other one's like 270%. Because the management
Oh,
fee on
really?
SPY, yeah, the management fee on SPY is like 2% or something like that, and then the management fee on VOO is like 0.03 or
Okay.
4.
All right, that's
But
interesting.
just do
Yeah,
your
I'll
own
look into
research.
that. Right.
Look
Yeah,
into it.
of course, implied. Yeah, but I'm probably just gonna switch it to like good companies because ETFs are boring. I just got the ETF because that's what my parents do. They do all the ETFs and stuff. And I
You can
respect the fact that
borrow
they're conservative and stuff. But
if there's a
yeah,
crash. If there's a crash, you can borrow on the ETFs, you can borrow on the stocks. The problem with crypto, if your crypto portfolio crashes and you want to buy the dip, you can't. You just, you have crypto.
right.
That's the
Yeah, I
one good thing
know.
about stocks. If there's a crash and you want to buy more stocks or more crypto, you can use your stocks as collateral to buy more. But if there's a crypto crash, you just sit there and you're like, oh shoot.
Yeah, that's
I
just a
wish I had
bad
more
day.
stocks.
It's just a bad day. I just gotta sit there in my demise and watch it and wait for it to go back up.
Yeah, yeah. But this has been a really good chat, man. I really, really do appreciate you coming on here. And then if you don't
Yeah,
mind,
for sure.
every 2 weeks, if you don't want to come by and we just talk a little bit, talk about your
Dude,
your
anytime you're
crypto
live, I'd
play.
love to come talk. I learned a lot of information from you. I really appreciate the content you put out. I've seen like a lot of your videos. I'm like, I actually so I deleted all my social media like a week ago, but I was like, I got to know what's going on in the crypto markets and stuff. So I followed like my favorite crypto influencers, and I had to follow you too. So like eventually, after I watched
Okay.
all their videos, it was just your videos on my For You page, and I was like just watching your videos over and over again. I was like, oh my goodness, like I'm learning so much right now. And you were like roasting people and stuff. Like, you need
Yeah,
to
yeah.
take margin
Well,
loans now.
yeah. Well, create
Take
your
loans,
own
get your
content.
asset. I don't pay taxes. Bitcoin's going to the
Well,
moon.
create your
100K next.
Well, create your own content because whatever I create, I don't know if I'm like the best teacher. And so what I really want to do is as I educate you and you learn more and maybe you learn things that are better than me, I hope you do create your own content because now you can help like in 3 years, there's going to be another 19-year-old that's going to see your content and maybe you do a better job of explaining how to invest.
Yeah, I saw
You know
like
what I
one of your
mean? Not
videos and I
everyone
was
likes
like, yo,
me. Yeah.
I saw one of your videos and I was like, yo, I kind of want to correct him on this. I was thinking about like do it, like stitching your video and
Yeah,
being
do
like,
it.
yo,
Go
that's
ahead.
not exactly right. And I was gonna like explain
No,
like the
no,
risk
please.
involved. Yeah, so
No, no, no,
yeah, I might
please,
start doing
please.
that
Yeah,
for
please
sure.
take my content, stitch whatever I have and correct it because that's the main
Yeah,
thing I come on here is I want to be corrected. I'm not a guru. I'm just a
right.
beginner
Oh,
just like you
100%.
and I want to learn from other people because guess what? The way I got wealthy was I went and did business with older people, but these older people had the curiosity and the belief to also like, give me power and they learned from me. Like a lot of these people that gave me money to invest in real estate, guess what I did is I got them into crypto. They thought crypto was a
Oh
scam. They
yeah.
didn't believe in crypto. And guess what? They gave me money to invest in real estate when I needed to, when I needed their help. And now boom, a lot of them had like a lot of money sitting in Wells Fargo getting nothing. And I got them to put in some money into like,
Hell
crypto,
yeah.
do some yield farming. So that's what I want to do too. It's like, if I help you, the best thing you can do, obviously I don't want to sell classes. I want you, if you have the time, create your own content and make my content better because I don't necessarily always make the best content. So take whatever I have, make it better, and then help someone else and like, spread the word and hopefully don't sell classes. Promise me you won't sell
Yeah.
classes.
Right, for sure. Yeah. If
Only if
you
you're
make a
broke.
class though, I might have to
If you're
buy it
broke,
because you got some good
no,
content.
no, 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 no. If you're broke and you lose money and you don't have any money, then you can sell classes. But if you become a millionaire, don't be the sellout millionaire like Kevin. I don't like how Kevin, he's worth like 20, $30 million and he's
And he
selling
still has to
classes. I
sell a
don't know.
class, right? But
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. I don't believe it.
some people, they just hustle like that. I mean, they're just capitalists, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a
Never sell
capitalist. I might have to
classes.
make a class one day, but
You can, but I've made millions in real estate and I've never bought a class and I've never sold a class.
right, for
I've
sure.
made millions in stocks,
Yeah, no,
never made.
everyone can make it about a class. Class is just for people who want the easy way out, in my
Well,
opinion.
some
Like
people
people who
need the
buy classes just
structure,
want the
right?
easy way out. Yeah, they want the easiest way to the information. Like I got an idea,
Yeah.
save the $200 and spend a couple extra hours on YouTube, and you'll learn
Yeah.
everything you need to know. And so that's what I was asking you.
And
Is like,
listen,
you know, I wanted to know about like Meet Kevin because that's like a good place to get started knowing taxes instead of taking like a tax class from someone else and making their pockets good. I want to just go to a YouTube video and figure out what I need to learn.
and so one guy put this comment down. I want to give him a shout out. I like your mentality, how you want to help other people. I do want to help other people, but I do have an agenda. Okay. The agenda,
Yeah,
why I want to help other people. I'm a surfer. I like clean air, clean water. So I do want everyone here who becomes a good investor, please invest in climate change technology so we don't all kill yourself. We don't kill ourselves. Because I don't want to be like a billionaire and I can't go surfing. You know what I mean? Like I want a clean
yeah, you do
ocean and
make
a
a good
clean air.
point. You do make a good point.
So if you become a good investor, unless you really own like 10 oil fields or something, please consider fighting climate change with your money. Because that's the cool thing. When you have money, you have power. You can buy politicians, you can buy Lambos, you can fly Instagram girls out, or you can
Yeah,
fight climate change. What I'm going to do is I want to fight climate change. I want a clean ocean. I love the ocean and I want a clean earth. And hopefully, the people
yeah.
that
The
I
problem
help,
is
they will do
there's
the
no
same.
money to be made in cleaning the ocean. It's a losing investment. But yeah,
Maybe in the
sometimes that's just
future.
the sacrifice you have to make.
Yeah, but I don't know. I hope the world gets better because I feel like with technology we can fix all our problems. Everyone wants to complain about problems, and I feel like you know what? If you invest in the right companies, a lot of these problems will get solved. But it's the free market, right? I don't believe the government. I mean, maybe if the government wasn't corrupt, that's too bad. Our government is corrupt, but I believe if you empower the free market, they can definitely solve a lot of these problems. But they need capital, and people need to believe in their project, and everyone here can vote with their money. You know, your money has a lot more power than a vote. And if you think a company is a good company and it's going to make the world better, put money, give money into them, and you also can make money. And voila.
Yeah, for sure. Right. I know you love Tesla stock. I think it's incredibly overvalued right now, but I'm
three
waiting for
thousand
the
dollars.
recession. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh
but when it goes
no,
to
no,
$3,000, we'll
no.
do a live stream, and I'll be like, "I told you so."
All
Three
right,
thousand
yes, for
dollars.
sure, for sure. If it hits $3,000 before going down to 200, because that's my price target, $200. But
$200.
that's just
Okay,
yeah.
well,
If it hits
I'm
three
gonna have to
thousand
eat at
before hitting
McDonald's.
200, I'm gonna need to get on call with you. Whatever comes first, we're calling. Okay, for sure.
If it goes to 200, I'm buy McDonald's stock because I'm only eating at McDonald's. I can't afford
Okay, all
anything
right, I
else.
got you. Yeah, that sounds
I'm
like a
eating the
good
dollar
plan.
menu. If the dollar menu is still there.
Oh, dude, it won't be. No more dollar menu at McDonald's. I've noticed that. No more dollar menu, man. You got to go to Burger King. Burger King's cheaper than McDonald's. That's that wealth
But
mindset.
can you explain inflation? I don't know if everyone understands that, but why does our dollar get weaker? Can you explain that to people?
Mm, Endless printing. They just keep printing money. Anytime they got a problem, they print their way out of it and devalues the dollar. You know, if I got a pizza and I need more pizza slices, I'm just going to cut into more slices, and now your slice is worth less, right? Because I'm cutting like a little sliver off your slice. You don't notice it right away until you realize that the U.S. dollar's lost 98% of its value since 1913.
And one of my favorite quotes is taxation is theft, but the biggest theft that people don't realize is inflation. Because
Oh
obviously there's
yeah,
taxation, but people
yeah.
don't realize that
You
they're
can get
stealing
tax
from
breaks,
you.
but you can't. Well, the new way to make money off inflation is buying crypto. So we've technology has solved that problem, believe it or not.
Yeah. Yeah. And so at the end of the day, people need to realize that, that there's inflation, and with inflation, prices go up, rent goes up, but the main thing that goes up is assets. And
Oh
who owns the
yeah.
assets? The rich people. Rich people own assets. So learn how
Yeah,
to be
that's
like the
why
rich
the
people.
rich people don't care too much about inflation as much as they care about taxes. But most of them, they don't care about taxes either. That's why rich people keep getting richer, and that's why the middle class stay middle class and the poor get poorer.
And let's end with this. I'll just tell you about my first real estate deal. This shows how awesome inflation
Okay.
is. So I
Yeah.
bought a property 3% down. Have you heard of FHA loans?
Yeah, the FHA loan. Yeah. Were you
So
renting
I
out to
did.
your roommates, right?
Yeah, I bought a six-bedroom
Yeah.
house. I move into the master bedroom. I rent 5 rooms. My monthly payment was $3,000, right? I put 15 grand. I get to control a $500,000 house. Talk about like
Hell yeah,
maximum leverage,
man.
right?
I
So
know,
I get this
right?
half a
That's
million dollar
awesome.
property. My monthly payments are 3,000. From the 5 rooms, I'm collecting $3,600 of rent. So I get $600
Six
to
hundred
live
dollars
there, right?
profit, right? And you're
So
paying off
now
the mortgage.
let's fast forward 10 years now, where I was collecting $3,600 of rent. Now I collect $5,000 of rent.
Let's
The property
go.
the property's worth now $1 million. Remember, I only invested 15 grand. Okay, now the property's
Oh
worth
man.
15 grand. And then the craziest thing that people don't realize is you can also refinance. I
What
refinanced.
percent of
Now
it
my
is paid
monthly
off?
it's worth $1 million. I have about 300 grand on it now. From half
Okay.
a million, I went from half a million to 300 grand, and then I also refinanced. My payments are not 3,000 anymore. My payments are 1,900. So I pay 1,900. I get $5,000 of rent,
How many
and
more
guess
years
what?
of payments do you have?
It's a 30-year loan. I got it in 2010, so in 2040 it ends. 2040 is when
Okay.
it's end, and like by then I'm
But
probably going to be collecting $7,000 of rent, and it's probably worth 1.5 million.
right,
And I
but right now
invested only
you're
15 grand.
pocketing 3,100 a month right now?
Pretty much, yeah. Yep.
Nice. That's
Yeah. So
awesome, man.
everyone here,
Yeah,
get an
I
FHA loan and rent,
oh,
but
for
you got to
sure.
rent it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I was thinking about getting like a duplex, but yeah, getting a six bedroom
No,
and
get
renting
me
to
in on
six
the deal.
roommates.
I invest in Texas real estate. So if you want to do a deal together,
Oh.
let's buy some property. Yeah, get me
After
in
the
on a
crypto
deal.
bull run, when I cash out at the end of the crypto bull run, you best believe I'm getting in that real estate, baby. That Texas real estate's the move.
Okay. I don't know if I told you, I invested in Dallas, Carrollton. Do you know Carrollton area, North
No,
Dallas?
I'm from Houston.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So maybe we can do some deals in Houston,
Okay.
but we got to get
Yeah.
the right insurance, right? If a hurricane comes.
Oh yeah, I gotta get that hurricane insurance. Might want to do. I hear Austin area is really good because like something about Elon Musk going down there. He said like the properties are really good. So
What about San
maybe
Antonio? Because I
yeah,
know
San
Austin's like
Antonio. So
California.
Austin and San Antonio are like twin cities. They like touch each other, but yeah,
Yeah.
San Antonio. That's where you want to go. That's where like Elon Musk
Yeah,
is
way
going. He said
cheaper.
that's the
Way
fastest growing
cheaper.
city out there.
Let's do some
Mhm.
real estate deals, all right? Now that we finally talked in person, let's set
Oh,
a
for
goal. Maybe in
sure.
like 2 years. In 2 years, whenever you graduate, let's buy a property together, all right?
Okay, I
Maybe sooner.
graduate. I think I graduate in 2024, and I'm also going to be competing at the U.S. Olympic Trials in 2024. So after that, man, I'm going full leverage, whatever I got to do to make
Where
money.
do you
That's
compete for the trials
so.
and stuff? Where do you go?
So I actually have trials in 1 month. So I'm competing to see if I make the Olympic team in a month for
Where do you
for
go?
swimming, Omaha, Nebraska.
Oh wow, that's awesome,
Yeah.
dude. Well,
So
I
I'll
really
just
hope I see
swim.
you.
Dude, it'd be awesome to make the Olympic team. Yeah, that's a big goal of mine. And if I make the Olympic
Okay,
team
on your
now, I might
hat,
have to drop out of college. I
I
might
was
just
gonna
have
say,
to
if you
drop
make the
out.
Olympic team on your swim cap, can you put YOLO Bitcoin?
YOLO Bitcoin never sell, baby.
YOLO
Let's
Bitcoin.
go. YOLO Bitcoin never sell. If I make the A final at trials, that's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna walk out with a YOLO Bitcoin shirt.
But you
I'll
know
do
what? I
it.
should have said YOLO Ethereum. I would have been way smarter if I said YOLO
Oh
Ethereum right
hell yeah,
now.
dude! I did. I did YOLO Ethereum,
You should
bro.
steal it. You should YOLO Ethereum. You should take, okay, I'm YOLO Bitcoin. You could become the new TikToker that says YOLO Ethereum.
YOLO
And
Ethereum never
people,
sell, baby. It's going to
yeah,
the moon. 10K next.
yeah, there we
Hell
go,
yeah.
man. All
Yeah,
right,
no,
let's stay
yeah,
in
no.
touch,
I
dude.
really did YOLO Ethereum. I really went all in. I had like $3,000 in my checking account. I said, all right, I'm liquidating the checking account for Ethereum, and now it's like thirty-four
And
thousand
now,
dollars. So that's awesome.
I'm
34K.
so proud of you, man. I am
Dude, I
so
know.
proud
I
of you,
was like, I
dude.
really did a lot of research whenever I first found out about Ethereum, and I was like researching like smart contracts and stuff like that. I was like, holy crap, this is an investment of a lifetime. This is insane. I was like, this is so good, and I was reading about the flipping. You know, when Ethereum flips Bitcoin's going to go to zero. No, don't want to scare you, but Ethereum's better than Bitcoin, in case you haven't heard yet. Um,
Hey, hey, I'm ready. If it looks bad, I'm ready to sell the Bitcoin. Like I said, I love Bitcoin. I'm a Bitcoin
Yeah, so
maximalist,
I
but I
believe
believe
whenever Ethereum's market cap surpasses Bitcoin, Bitcoin is going to be a souvenir coin. It's going to be the next Dogecoin, right? It's just going to be a souvenir. And I mean, no offense no offense. Like I seriously think that it's going to be a souvenir because we have Ethereum, which is a deflationary coin at that time. But like I think in a few months it's going to be deflationary. It's going to be burning 1 to 4% of the supply, and I think it's going to be seriously one of the greatest investments of the century.
so. Really quick before we go, this is a great question. Thank you. Oh, by the way, if you guys can, please follow Sinister Chaos. I'm trying to get him to 1,000 followers. Great question. Do you know what's ETH 2.0 in the transfer? Do you know what's going
Yes,
on with the
ETH
ETH
2.0.
2.0
So right
transfer?
now, Ethereum, they're able to mine Ethereums, and so right now it's still inflationary. But what's going to happen is they're moving it to a proof of stake token, which means people they stake their Ethereum, and that runs the network, which is seriously the craziest technology anyone's ever seen. People literally put up their Ethereum as collateral, and it runs the network, and the Ethereum verifies transactions. And what's going to happen is the people who stake get rewarded for staking. I know you're staking, it's because you're lending your Ethereum, but this will be staking to
Well, I
run
use
the
Voyager
network.
Digital and BlockFi. They do the staking for me, right? Like I give it to Voyager because like you can get more if you do it yourself, right? But I'm giving
I
it to
think they
Voyager
stake
and
it and they
BlockFi.
also lend it out too. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'll have to do. To be honest, I haven't done the research into it yet. I'm
Come
waiting
back,
for the bear
man. I
market.
need you. I'm too lazy. I'm old. I need you. You young bloods. You
I
do the
know.
research and you tell me.
I know. So Ethereum 2.0 is going to move from proof of work, where people mine, to proof of stake, and they're also going to burn tokens with transaction fees. So that's why
Yeah.
1 to 4% of the supply every year is going to be destroyed. You can just go to the Ethereum website, and they'll explain everything about ETH 2.0. It takes probably like 20 minutes. You can learn everything about ETH 2.0. Yeah,
Well, see, I told you this subject. I was the beginner. I'm so happy I brought you on here because look, I learned from you, man. So don't
I know.
always think
Yeah.
that I'm teaching you. I learned from
Hey,
you.
YOLO Ethereum, baby. But Bitcoin, I want the flipping to happen, man. I want Bitcoin to go to zero, and I want Ethereum to go to the moon. And I seriously think it's a real possibility in the future because Bitcoin's not being improved on. Technology needs to be improved. I mean, Bitcoin is like BlackBerry, right? BlackBerry had the greatest technology, but they never improved, and Apple went and passed them. And I think that's what's going to happen with Ethereum. I think Ethereum will be able to pass Bitcoin.
So when do you think Ethereum's going to hit 10K, and when do you think it's going to hit 20K?
Ethereum's going to hit 10K. It could hit 20K this year, but see what I'm looking at is on the Ethereum Bitcoin chart. Previous highs were at 1/10 of a Bitcoin. So if we can see Bitcoin 100K, we'll also see Ethereum 10K. If Ethereum is 1/10 of a Bitcoin, so that would be. But I expect my price target for Bitcoin this year is actually 140,000, and my price target for Ethereum is if we're point 0.1 on the ETH BTC chart would be $14,000 a coin,
Okay. I
which
need
would
to get
just
to
be awesome. I would love
20,000.
for that to happen, but I adjust to what happens in the market, and I'm ready for anything. 10K Ethereum, 7K Ethereum, either or, just give it to me. I love it. It's free money.
Well, for me, I need 20K Ethereum, and I'll show you why really quick. Hold on one second. Let me show you.
Would that be $1 million in Ethereum or something?
Your boy right here. I got 52 Ethereum right now in my
Oh
Blockify. So,
man, $1 million, baby. $1 million
yeah, get
Ethereum,
me
dude.
to
That will set you
20K, and
free,
then I got
man.
$1 million. I'm
That
gonna
will
go
set
to
you
my
free,
Chinese
man.
bank and be like, here's my Ethereum. Give me my million. No, I'm just kidding. I'm keeping my
Yeah,
Ethereum.
dude, awesome, man. Dude, 52 Ethereum is awesome. Yeah,
Do
my mom
you like how
invested
I have
some.
more Ethereum than Bitcoin? I have more
Hell,
Ethereum than Bitcoin,
hell
bro.
yeah, I love that, man. Let's go.
I just
Ethereum's
got
where
my
it's at.
Bitcoin in
Yeah,
other places. I
yeah.
got
My
my
mom,
Bitcoin in
she's
other
got like,
places.
yeah, my mom, she has like 30 Ethereum, and I got like 12 or something. So yeah, it's good. Yeah, Ethereum to the moon, baby. I love it. Let's keep it going. Yeah, that's awesome.
Right. And just really quick, I just want to let you know this. I have a YouTube channel and I save all my lives. So if you want to see this talk again, or anyone wants to like re-listen to this, like as like a podcast,
Oh,
go on my
cool.
YouTube channel. Yeah, you just YouTube Cena Dean Bitcoin, and I should come up. And so I'll be posting this video as soon as we end the live stream. So yeah, you're YouTube famous
Awesome,
now
man.
too.
Awesome. I
Yeah,
love it, man. Let's go. I'm gonna get that ad revenue, another income stream. Let's go. All
there
right,
you
dude.
go. Yeah.
I'm probably DM you after the video. I'm gonna get you like your phone number or something, so we can
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
in
Text me
contact.
whenever you want to go live. That's what I do. Like, the people that I
I'm
do,
probably not gonna go
I
live with
post
you
them
every
in
day,
there.
but maybe once every 2 weeks. I'm kind of
No,
busy
right.
this next month because I got Olympic trials coming up.
Yeah, you
So
gotta,
right, and then
yeah,
after
yeah,
that,
no.
man, let's go live whenever. Yeah, for sure. We can talk
Okay.
money.
And you can explain more Ethereum to me, man. You love your Ethereum, so you can
Yeah,
be our.
yeah. I'll
I'm
even
YOLO
go out and do some
Bitcoin.
more research. Yeah, YOLO Bitcoin,
I'm
YOLO
about
ETH.
10 years older than you, so the
Yeah,
10-year older is YOLO
yeah.
Bitcoin. The younger guy is YOLO Ethereum.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. The future changes so fast. Things
All
change
right,
so
man. Well,
fast. It's like Bitcoin was the future, now it's Ethereum. I can imagine in 10 more years, it's probably, or 5 more years, it's gonna be a whole new
Bitcoin,
thing.
bro. Or no, what is it? Jizz Rocket? Cum Rocket?
Oh
Is it like?
no, dude, get that out of here, man. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I gambled. I bought a little bit of Safe Moon, and I've like doubled my investment. I bought it like 3 days ago. It was just a little bit of money. It's like $200, and completely gambling, ready to lose it all. But whatever, YOLO. I was like, yeah, it's down
Are you gonna
60% from
sell
the
it,
all-time
take
high.
profits, or you gonna hold it? What are you gonna do with your safe
Oh,
moon? Just mess
definitely gonna
around
take profits. Yeah, because it's gambling, bro. Like I'm not gonna hold that long term. But yeah, I'll probably,
with it? Okay.
if it hits like 1 ETH, I'll probably pull out. I don't know because it's like a gamble. But
Hey,
if it starts
Joe,
going down,
come
I'm
back
gonna
and
come
talk
out
about it.
profit. Yeah,
Come
yeah.
back and talk
Well,
about it.
I don't want to talk about gambling. We can talk about real investments. But yeah, for sure. If it's
Whatever. No, I
successful, we'll
mean,
talk about it. Right.
if you have $30,000 of Ethereum, you can do a $200 trade on SafeMoon.
Right.
If
Yeah.
you want to mess
Yeah.
around with it.
Right. Yeah. I'm not like going like $5,000. Like that's way too much risk for sure.
Yeah. Can you explain dollar cost averaging before we go? A lot of people
Oh
are
yeah,
asking what
dollar
dollar
cost
cost
averaging. You
averaging.
want to just buy a little bit every single day. I know this man is the king of dollar cost averaging. He goes in and buys $10 Apple every single day. $10 Apple.
To the
Yep,
moon.
to the moon, baby. They're gonna buy Bitcoin. The Apple's going to the moon. Two
What's
hundred
gonna be
dollars
hilarious?
next.
I want my TikTok and YouTube to be around, because 10 years from now, when people go see Apple at that price and I'm buying $10, they're like, "Oh my God, he was smart," even though
Yeah,
he's only buying
for sure,
$10.
dude. Yeah, buy $10 Apple every day.
All
Yeah,
right,
but no,
man.
yeah, for sure. Dollar cost averaging, just buying a little bit every single day. You can automate it. You can automate it on Coinbase Pro, I believe. Yeah, you can automate $10 Bitcoin every day, $10 ETH every day. If you want to do a different crypto project like the Graph or something, $10 every day. You can dollar cost average. I don't know why you don't automate your $10 in like Interactive Brokers. Can you not automate like $10 Apple every day?
When you might figure it out and you can explain it to us. But the one thing about Coinbase is the fees. So if you're going to buy only $5 or $10 worth, use Voyager Digital because there's no
Yeah, for
fee.
sure. Do they have automated buying on Voyager? I mean, I know a lot of places
I don't
do,
know.
but
You're going to have to download the app and tell me. Download the app
oh
and tell
man,
me.
all right. I screenshot your links, so I'll probably do that
Yeah. CIN
eventually.
849. Hey, when you get your $25 free Bitcoin, come back and be like, I got $25 free Bitcoin.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean,
And
maybe
try
for
the
okay, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. When the bear market comes and I'm moving all my money out of Robinhood and Coinbase, then I'll move to Voyager because I don't I want to keep my taxes kind of simple. I hate filing taxes right now because I'm like so busy and stuff. But
okay.
for tax reasons, I'll wait until January of next year to open an account. How about
Did
that?
I tell you about the Robinhood trade? So what you do is you get your margin on Robinhood. Let's just say you invest 2 grand in Robinhood. You pull
Yeah.
that $1,000 margin loan, you put it in Voyager, and you get the 9% on the U.S.
Wait, you can
dollar.
take the money out of Robinhood when you
Yeah,
take a
and then you can
margin
put it
loan?
in Voyager and you get 9%
What the
on the
heck?
U.S. dollar. Yeah, dude, try it. That's why try it. Try the $100 of the USD dollar coin, and you get 9%, and try the arbitrage.
Yeah, it sounds like an
It's
infinite
one
money
other
glitch to
login you
me.
got to remember. Dude. Don't be lazy. You're young. One more login. Try the Voyager arbitrage.
That
You
sounds like an
bought two hundred
infinite
dollars
money
of
glitch
fake
to
in.
me. So nine
Yeah,
dollars interest on USDC,
9%. You get 9%.
or not $9. Yeah, 9%. Wow,
Yeah.
dude,
So
that's
if you
really
put
good.
$100, they pay you $9 a year, but then
Right.
you can
Yeah, no,
borrow
that's
hundred
seriously
dollars at
good.
Robinhood and pay only $2.50 in interest. So you'll net
Infinite money
whatever
glitch,
seven.
bro. Infinite money glitch. Would love
Try it
that.
out.
I know. All I need now is $1 million loan from the Chinese bank.
ICBC, dude. ICBC,
I know.
bro. If we
I
ever
have no
recap, I'll give you a
collateral
gold
yet.
coin. You know what? You're so cool. If you come on, all my favorite people that come on, if you do a good job of like coming on my show and talking, I will give you one of the ICBC golden coins. Have you seen
Dude,
those
let's
golden coins?
go. Let's go. Is it real gold or what is it?
Annie says it's fake gold, but it looks like real gold. But Annie's like,
Yeah,
no, Chinese
whatever.
banks are cheap.
Yeah,
Annie's talking shit all
Chinese
over.
banks are cheap. Yeah, dude, whenever they got that
It looks like
3.5%
real
margin
gold.
loan, man, maybe that is a little cheap.
Yeah. All right, let's talk again soon, man. Thank you for
All
coming
right, for
on.
sure. I'm gonna DM you right after this, and I'm gonna get your number.
All right,
Okay,
cool.
appreciate it. Good
All
talk,
right,
bro.
guys. Thank you for
See ya.
watching.
Yes,
Peace.
sir.